I made an oopsie doopsie.
What's the, oh.
It's enamel. It does not come off. But before we jump ahead of ourselves, I'm Tyler and this is Todd. There hasn't been a project over the last few years we've been afraid to try. From building a geodesic dome and outdoor spa, to the ongoing saga that's been building a shipping container home, and more recently, renovating this timber frame cabin. In last Sunday's video, we found out that the quality of work our former contractors did at the containers was a lot worse than expected. This corner of this 34-foot tower is literally not held up by anything. With a few days to wait until the engineer can do a site visit to figure out how to save the stairwell tower, we're turning our focus back to the cabin to finish what we started.
Onwards and upwards.
You didn't think we were gonna stop at just replacing the countertops now, did you? But with uncertainty on just how expensive the container fix will be, we're keeping a close eye on the budget and attempting a DIY we're a little nervous for. I'm officially at the point where I regret ever seeing this on Pinterest. If you end up enjoying today's video, hit that thumbs up button and come along every Sunday for a new episode.
I wanna run away with you. I don't really care where to. Just wanna be alone with you.
Good morning, welcome back. Before we got started today, Todd installed the bathroom blind, replaced the gold knobs with newer black ones, hung the mirror, and most importantly, removed the shower doors so we could hit the ground running for what we have to do next.
Lately, I've seen some strange things. I think something's off.
So I'll rinse them off while you get started on the next one.
Yeah.
Rinse and repeat.
Vaguely, I've had some feelings I should not ignore.
God, this is like a full day of just cleaning.
Yeah.
I think it is very, very ambitious to think we're gonna have this done today. It's all gonna be worth it.
Yeah.
I can't get enough water on these rags. I think that mop might be the easiest thing to do with it.
And then we gotta let this dry really well before we can take. Oh, I don't wanna watch your face. I got the mop going. Even if we just get to the painting tonight, it can dry overnight.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
That's not bad.
No.
Like, set your goals realistic and expect for them not to be.
The stuff we get up to.
Well, now we have to let this dry.
Yeah.
So, like, it's break time. I feel like we work with the government with the amount of breaks we get on this one.
Serious. This is a lot of hurry up and wait.
Yeah, but can you hurry up and get the hell out of my way?
I just was seriously not bargaining for a full day of cleaning. It looks really good in there though. So I think all we're gonna do now is wash everything one more time with water, make sure we got all of that TSP off. That TSP is really the key. It gets all the grease and grime out of there, and then we gotta let it dry completely so we can tape it, and then we can paint.
Let's drive to the back country over the sunlight. I wanna catch that glimmer in your eyes. We'll get out of town and make.
I think it is hilarious that we thought that this room was gonna be completely finished today.
Oh
It
yeah.
was literally the entire day.
I thought I'd have my morning poop up here tomorrow.
No. Oh my god, there's so much left to do. So we wanted to use TSP. It's kind of like a commercial cleaner basically that
Yeah.
strips all of the grime and dirt off.
But because we use TSP, it leaves a residue, so we had to wash it twice with just water to get all of that off, otherwise
Yeah.
the paint wouldn't adhere. Then we had to let that dry, and then once it was dry, we were able to tape all this off. But this extra little step of prepping is going to be worth it because it
Yeah.
should keep it all contained to this area.
Yeah, I also found an appliance epoxy paint, so it's a really thick enamel, and because we did such a thorough job cleaning all of this metal, I think it's gonna bond really, really well.
I hope so.
Yeah, and I also got this little adapter that makes spraying it a lot easier, so I'm the designated painter.
Yeah, I always get the runs when I do spray paint, so that's why I stick to paint, like brush and roll, and you do the spray painting.
I am so tired. It has been a very long day, but we gotta do this, we gotta do all the stuff that's in the basement.
Oh.
Yeah, we did all of that today too.
Yeah, we gotta do the doors.
Okay.
All right, well, I'm gonna put my mask on. What do you want me to do to help you?
Just moral support, encouragement, words of affirmation.
You're beautiful. You're doing so well. I feel like I'm the flower girl holding your train at the wedding.
I wanna feel that way, make my fingers do a dance. You put me in a trance. Back up and let's drive, fall in love on the highway.
Okay, so we've got the first coat of paint on the entire shower and all the doors. It is so easy to work with. I love how it's turned out. I think it's gonna look really, really sharp in this room. The only downside is we need to do 3 coats and it takes 6 hours per coat. So what we've decided to do is I lifted up all this plastic and I've just tucked it away in the shower, and I'm gonna get started on the flooring. It is such a gross, brownish, reddish, orangish. I really don't like it. The wood of the beams, the white of the walls, and then the color of the new countertops, those are the tones we want to stick with. And then with the black accents, same as the light fixtures, like they're black concrete and wood. That mixture is just so nice. But instead of ripping up these floors, I'm gonna use this product. I think it's worth giving it a shot. We were gonna rip the floor up anyway, so why not do a cheaper DIY alternative? I am gonna get started mixing this paint up and hopefully it turns out nice. I'm excited to try it.
You know you have it all, it's just a state of mind. No matter what they say, you know you're always right. You got a heart of gold, the moon is on your side. No matter where you go.
Seeing this tile be covered up, that looks so good. Really good decision. This color is a little bit lighter than I thought though, so I think if we cover it up with a design, it's gonna look much cooler.
Wow. How was it to go on?
Really easy. I think a little design on it's gonna look cool. Okay, while this dries, let's go outside. I don't wanna miss it.
I want to look up at it, but I know I can't. Okay, you ready?
Yeah. Whoa.
That's pretty cool. It's so like slow moving. I thought it'd be fast.
Yeah.
And then does it just go back to daylight after?
No, so this is why this is such a big deal. So it's gonna be like 4 minutes of darkness. Like this will never happen again here in our lifetime.
I don't know. I intend to live a while. I want to take my glasses off so bad and look at it. Like so badly.
You can't.
I know, but I gotta see it.
Let me get a look at your moon.
We should buy a telescope for looking at stars
Yeah, that'd be cool.
and people across the lake. Like someone's out on a boat and be like, who's that?
Who's over there?
Oh, no, boys.
There's no one there.
There's no one, buddies.
Is that an owl?
Sounds like an owl. I bet you all the animals are confused. They're like,
Yeah,
whoa,
they're like, what
whoa.
is going on?
The squirrels are like, I thought I had more time.
Oh my God, where am I gonna put all my nuts?
Grab your nuts and run.
Is it kind of what you thought it would be?
Yeah, I don't know what I thought.
This might be as dark as it gets here.
It doesn't cover all the way?
Where we are, it's like 95% coverage.
Oh. Well, that wasn't explained in the instruction manual.
That's as dark as she gets?
Wow, I tell you what. My soul is darker than that.
I was expecting it to be pitch black.
Pitch black.
I
I
mean-
feel like looking at it just out of spite now.
Well, I'm glad we experienced that.
That was not to be missed.
Oh my God. Official review on the eclipse?
Cool to see.
Yeah, he might drive that plane right into the sun.
Right into the sun.
All right, boys, let's go make
It's
supper.
getting brighter, I feel.
Yeah, sun's coming out.
All right. Oh, it is dark.
When we came in, the floor had dried enough that I could apply the second coat, so I spent the rest of the evening finishing things up. I'm hoping that's gonna make tomorrow a little easier. Wow, what a day. I just jumped in the shower, Todd's making some dinner. The boys are maybe 2 or 3 steps ahead of where we should be. Oh my goodness. You're too sweet. Look at Eddie. Hey, bud. What are you doing? You snoozes? They are too sweet. All right, I am on TV duty. I already know what we're watching. We are continuing the binge. Listen to how crazy this is. So, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is only available in Canada on Disney+. If here in the US, it's only available on Hulu. That makes literally no sense. This is a sponsored portion of the video, but I am telling you, you absolutely need to check out Surfshark. Why do you need to have a subscription to every single streaming platform? Well, you don't. You can just pick whatever platform you want, but you have a Surfshark membership. With a click of a button, you appear as though you're in a completely different country and you get to access their whole entire content library. And on top of all of that, your passwords, your identity, your true location are all completely encrypted all along the way that you're connected to the internet. It is incredibly powerful technology. Make sure you click the link in the description box down below. When you do so, you're gonna get an exclusive Surfshark deal. I'll put a QR code right here too. You can just open up the camera app on your phone and point it in front of it, and the link will pop up for you. What a time to be alive. Boys, it's supper time. You're gonna stay here?
I'm going back to sleep.
Smells so good, hon.
So my project for today is getting started on making over the basement bedroom because this color green, it's gotta go. We're gonna go white with the ceiling and then shocker, off-white on the walls. So that's what my goal is, to try and get at least the ceiling done. I got this little section over top of the camera done so I don't get in trouble for getting paint on you. But now it's time to get to work. I really don't enjoy the ceilings for two reasons. One, I find them really annoying to paint because they're hard on your neck. And then two, because it's such a big area that you look at, I find if you're not really careful, you'll see your brush marks or roller marks. And I just know that will bother me. So I'm gonna take my time, do it right, but God, I hate ceilings. And the good part is I get to do this twice. Like, I'm really looking forward to that. Oh. Oh. Feel the burn.
No clouds, just sun on my face. Flowers grow through the cracks in the pavement. Fresh kicks and my favorite jeans. Stepping out, living loud and free. Walking around.
At least it seems like a small ceiling, you know? Like, it's not that bad. Finish this up, turn the heater on, let this sucker dry, come back down, do it all again, let it dry again. Oh, and then I gotta start painting the walls, and I gotta do the whole closet too. Oh shit.
Like a brand new melody. Hear me when I'm singing that. Oh, 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 oh. And it keeps getting better.
In total, I have done 3 coats of paint on the shower frame, as well as 3 coats on each side of the glass doors. Looking back, I kind of wish we hung them up. That way I could have done the glass doors just in 3 sessions, but instead I had to do it in 6, which ended up being very time consuming. Having to wait 6 to 8 hours in between each coat added a lot of days to the project. I'm officially at the point where I regret ever seeing this on Pinterest. I am hoping though at the end, I'm glad that we did it. We were just talking, it's easily saving us thousands of dollars by doing this on the floor and the shower, so fingers crossed this turns out. What I'm gonna do now is go in with an X-Acto knife and cut all of the seams along the shower where we have plastic up as well as tape. The reason I wanna do that, I don't want to just rip it off and then accidentally have some paint that was attached to the paint on the door. This is an epoxy paint, so it shouldn't come up, but we went through all of this work. Like, I'm not gonna mess it up now and just peel off half the paint on the shower, so let's get to it.
Walk around like a brand new melody. Hear me when I'm singing that. Oh, 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 oh. And it keeps getting better. It only gets better.
Oh wow.
You like it?
Yeah, it looks really good.
I made an oopsie doopsie.
What's the, oh. Couple oopsie whoopsies.
Couple of poopsie whoopsies.
Oh.
But like, look, I don't know what happened there.
Shit the bed.
And I tried to get it off, it doesn't come off. Like, it's enamel, it does not come off. Which is like, good for this, but bad for that.
Huh.
Like, I think
one problem at a time.
did a little research and found that if you get spray paint with paint thinner quick enough, it should just wipe right off. That's what I'm gonna do and hope it works. I am not gonna mix it on top of the paint though. That's just a recipe for disaster. Looks like it's gonna work.
Nothing I can say to make it right. We had our share of troubles and we couldn't fight no more.
Wow, it's really nice.
Couldn't fight no more.
Just wish I didn't overspray everywhere.
All right, it's time for coat number 2. I decided this is the final coat as well. If it ends up streaky, it's still better than green. Oh, look at that, beautiful. She's serving you flat ceiling goodness. My neck is gonna be sore. My neck. No, I'm gonna start here. I like to change it up a little. You know, go this way. Keep the ceiling on its toes. It never knows your plan of attack. Oh, going the wrong way. Oops. Getting it done, getting it done. That's the object of the day. Getting it done. She's looking pretty good. Was that a spot? Damn it. Missed a spot right there. Shite. Shite, shite, shite. I think we're good. Time to let this dry. And then we're gonna get started on the walls maybe. Gotta keep going.
Not gonna lie, when I first started scrubbing that, I was getting a little bit nervous that this wasn't gonna work. The key though is definitely to let it soak in. Now that I left it for like 10 minutes, it's coming off so much more easily. I am gonna hold off though. There is still some parts up there, like right at the top, all down the shower wall. I know it's gonna be able to come off. What I wanna get started on next is figuring out something with this floor. So I'll be honest, I don't love the color. I don't love how it turned out. I was going for kind of more of the color of the countertops or maybe even the lampshades, but that's not what I got. But I do think that I can add some more character to it and make it a little nicer. I'm gonna use these stencils. So I found these on Amazon. I'll put the link down below, but they're basically just these plastic sheets. And what I'm gonna do is tape them to each tile and then go in over top with the same paint. I'm just doing it in ultra white instead of this oyster shell color that I did originally. So I think that's gonna add more texture and make it look more like tile, if that makes sense. The issue with this is the current tile color and the grout color are the exact same. So I don't know, there's just something about it that it's just not it. So I'm gonna do all of the big tiles first because these plastic sheets, I'm gonna have to cut them. So in places like this, like the wall, for example, this is a much smaller tile. So I'm gonna have to snip these sheets so it fits in perfect, if that makes sense. So I wanna make sure I get all the big tiles first.
I'm talking about you and I, walking down that aisle. I'm waiting on you. Oh, I'm waiting on you. And if we try our best to make it, well, I know we'll be okay. Oh, I'm waiting on you.
So the ceiling dried and I am very happy with how it turned out. So I'm gonna move on to the next step, which is painting the walls. You can probably tell behind me, I did paint the closet while I was waiting for the ceiling to dry because I couldn't just sit around and do nothing. I felt like I needed to keep moving forward. So now we're gonna get to doing the walls. So I'm gonna set you right here. How's that seem? Good? Yeah. You can see me painting. That's what matters. This is the part I'm excited for. I really enjoy painting walls, just not ceilings. I always find the corners a little hard to get started, but then once you get going, you're golden.
All that I can tell you that's real is that every time you're hurting, I'll stand there with you still. So let's start to let this heal.
Okay, so the first coat is done and it looks really, really good in here. It's so much brighter already, but it has gotten dark outside, as you can see in the window. So Squirrel was actually in here. She's really sweet. Her and Eddie pay super close attention to what time of day it is. So she was down here to let me know that it's supper. So I'm gonna go feed the babies and let this dry and get a second coat on this tonight.
I've finally finished the floor. I've let it dry. I absolutely love how it's turned out. It was a lot of work painting all of those little patterns by hand, but I think it looks really, really cool. If only I were done. I gotta just quickly show you this. So she curls up right here. Look at her, oh my goodness. So what ends up happening is I come down and I give her little kisses on her head, and then I get covered in her hair, which ends up sticking to the floor. So I have to constantly be changing my clothes. So I'm gonna give you love from afar, okay? And then we'll snuggle later. She's so sweet. But anyway, back on task. So what I need to do is wash the floor, get rid of all of this dirt and debris, and then I'm gonna go over top with this polyurethane top coat. So this is gonna prevent all of the paint and all of the patterns from chipping, from scratching, anything bad happening to it. We are on the home stretch here, so let's do it. So pretty.
It's making me think that we should go buy a boat tomorrow because red sky at night, sailor's delight. Like it's gonna be a good day to go sailing.
And that is Skies with Todd. The water's so clear.
We're gonna have to get goggles and snorkels and just go looking at all the rocks because I already found this one here that looks like a mussel. So that's going in on a shelf somewhere. No, that's my mussel rock. I need you to throw it, please. Please, please, please. Wait, one second. No, I'm not gonna throw the good rock. We're gonna just throw regular rock, okay? Can he go swimming? Is it too cold? No. It's not too cold!
Eddie, that's cheating. Come here, buddy. The next morning with the floor cured and seeming super durable, by the way, we just had the finishing touches left. Todd got to work on repainting the walls where I oversprayed and scrubbing down the shower with paint thinner to get the rest of it off in there. He fitted the shower with new black fixtures to go with the rest of the design and reattached the doors we painted. Then all that was left to do was finish off the space by installing the new toilet.
Before I give the tour, I have to say, Tyler, you were right. I was really skeptical about the tile, but it is so beautiful.
You do not often hear that, folks.
Probably won't hear it again for a while, but this one is a huge win. So as you come in, we've got hooks here for hanging your towel, or if you're out swimming, you can hang your bathing suit to dry. And then I'm in love with the shower. I can't believe this is the same shower, just spray painted.
It's unreal.
Unreal. You did such a good job. You really led this project. Like, you did a lot of work and the attention to detail stuff. I'm very proud of you.
Thanks.
But inside the shower, what we did to update it is we just got new faceplates to go on, so we didn't have to replace the hardware behind because we had Moen. We just stuck to Moen products, and we didn't have to mess with any of the hardware like inside of the wall. Pretty cool way to quickly update it. We went with a new higher elongated toilet, so it's more comfortable to use, and it's a sleeker looking one, so you don't see any of the pipes and stuff.
Just makes it more modern.
Yeah, and something that a lot of people were commenting on in last week's video is why we were keeping this. And yes, from a design perspective, this would look 100% better with it gone, but functionality is important to us. So if we do decide to continue down the path of having a family, this is a perfect change table. You can have all the diapers and stuff you need in the drawers, and then as the child grows up down the road, they've got even more counter space to get ready, or, you know, just have room to do whatever they want to do, arts and crafts, put a chair here, you want to do your homework next to the toilet, whatever.
Oh my gosh. The other thing that a lot of you were wondering was this sink right here, and how would it work? Would it splash everywhere? It really doesn't. It is so cool. I definitely understand the skepticism of the sink, but as you can see, it really does work. It just goes right down. Also, when you spit out your toothpaste, it goes down with the water. You do technically have to spit it on the counter, but it just goes away instantly.
I'm learning to aim for the little opening, but it is hard. But it makes it like a game when you're done brushing your teeth.
Anyway, I really, really love how this space turned out. Like, it's so much better.
Yeah, and we were using it as a test ground for our bathroom, and I like the way it turned out. So I was thinking, because we like came in so under budget on this one, we could actually go get started on the one down there if you want it. Like, I'm open.
He's joking. We're actually just about to head over to the shipping containers. We've got some good updates. There's things happening, so we'll share more next Sunday.
Yeah, and until then, we're just gonna work on our bathroom.
Have a great week, guys. Bye.